So in today's video, we will be transforming this photo into something like this. You might not believe me if I told you that I took this photo with my budget phone, and the magic happened when I edit it. So let's jump to the Photoshop and get started. Okay, so here we are in Photoshop, and the first thing that we need to do is to separate this foreground from the background. So to do this, let's duplicate this layer by pressing Ctrl J. Pick the quick selection tool and make selection around it. Once the selection is done, click on this icon to create a layer mask. Now as you can see, we just created a copy of it. So we also need to remove it from the background. To do this, hold the Ctrl key on your keyboard and click on this layer mask icon to load the selection. Now select the background layer, go to select, modify and choose expand. I want to expand it about 20 pixels. Hit OK. Now pick any of the selection tool, right click on the selection and choose fill. Hit OK, and Photoshop will automatically remove it. Press Ctrl D to deselect the selection. Now to remove these parts, select this tool and then just brush on those areas. And let Photoshop do its magic. Now we just separated foreground and background. Unlock this layer and rename it BG for background. Let's convert it into a smart object. Go to Filter, Blur Gallery and choose Field Blur. Increase its blur value to about 350 and then hit OK. By the way, hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed to this channel yet. Anyways, now as you can see, the background is looking boring because it needs some bokeh effect. So to aid it, double click on it, it will open another document. Here create a new layer, pick the brush tool, make sure your foreground color is white. Select this soft rounded brush and then just randomly dip on the canvas, just like this. Also drop down its opacity to about 70%. Now create a curves adjustment layer and make it a little bit darker, just like this. Now close this document and save it. And Photoshop will update everything in the main document. Now as you can see, the bokeh is not properly visible. So double click on this blur gallery effect, go to effects section, increase the lights bokeh to about 50% and the bokeh color to about 30. Also change this value to about 170. Hit OK. And now it is looking much better than before. Now it's time to color grade it. So for that, let's create a new layer and rename it Camera Raw Filter. Press Ctrl Alt Shift E. It will create a snapshot of everything. Convert this layer into a smart object so we can edit it later. Now go to Filter and choose Camera Raw Filter. You can also press Ctrl Shift A if you want to. In the basic section, decrease its temperature to about -5. Increase its tint to about 10. Drop down its exposure a little bit. Give it some contrast. Decrease its highlights and increase its shadow. Same thing with the whites and blacks. Decrease the whites and increase the blacks a little bit. Now increase its texture and clarity to about 20%. Also give it some dehaze. Now close the basic and go to effects section. Here you can add some vignetting effect. Now open calibration. Increase the red primary to about 10 and the blue primary to about 20. Also increase its saturation to about 5 and then hit OK. Now create a color lookup adjustment layer on top of it. Click on this drop down menu and select this preset. Now as you can see, it is too much, so just drop down its opacity to about 25. Now the last thing that you need to do is to just drag and drop this image into the Photoshop. By the way, you can download this image from the link in the video's description. Anyways, let's rotate it and make it a little bit larger. Let's change its blend mode to linear Dutch 8 and move it to the right position. Hit enter to confirm it. Also drop down its fill opacity to about 15%. And now it is done. Let me show you the before and after. So this is the before and this is after. By the way, if you want to learn how to transform this photo into something like this, you can watch this tutorial. Anyways, thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Also ring the bell icon so you will get notified whenever I post a new video just like this one. I'll be catch you in my next video. Till then, peace.